All right, buckle up, cricket fans, because today we're diving deep into the future. The future of cricket, that is.
We're talking about the ICC Champions Trophy 2025 final, of course, India versus New Zealand.
It's already shaping up to be a huge clash, but we're adding a whole other layer of analysis to the mix. AI predictions.
Yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing how AI is starting to change the game, and I mean that literally.
And the craziest thing is, all five of the leading AI models, Google Gemini, OpenAI's ChatGPT, you've got DeepSeek, Anthropic's Claude, even Microsoft Copilot.
All of them are pointing towards an Indian victory.
It's a unanimous decision from the AI, which is pretty amazing.
It definitely adds fuel to the fire for those Indian fans out there.
For sure. But, before we just hand over the trophy, let's take a closer look. Let's dig into why.
Right, right. I mean, these models, they aren't just flipping coins.
Yeah.
They're considering some pretty interesting factors.
Okay, so let's unpack this a little bit. What exactly is making the AI so confident in India? Is it just the usual men in blue hype?
Well, I think it goes a bit deeper than just reputation.
Okay.
The AI is really honing in on India's batting depth as a major advantage. I mean, just look at that lineup. Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul,
Right.
Shreyas Iyer, Shubman Gill, all in incredible form.
Wow. That's a serious powerhouse of a batting lineup.
Yeah.
But I know some analysts have been saying that maybe this Indian team relies a bit too heavily on their batting.
Yeah.
What about their bowling attack? I mean, how's the AI factoring that in?
That's where it gets interesting, I think. The AI isn't dismissing the bowling at all.
Oh, okay.
In fact, it actually sees the attack led by Mohammad Shami, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Siraj, and Ravindra Jadeja as another massive asset for India. You've got pace, swing, spin, experience, all in that one attack. Pretty formidable combination, if you ask me.
Yeah, that's a lot to contend with, for sure.
Definitely.
So it sounds like it's not just star power. The AI is really picking up on a well-rounded team here.
For sure.
And hey, we can't forget about where this final is taking place. Dubai. India has a pretty impressive track record there.
Oh, absolutely. India's unbeaten streak in Dubai is definitely playing a role in the AI's calculations. Not only are they familiar with the conditions, but there's a certain psychological edge that comes with that kind of dominance.
Yeah. It's like they have a home field advantage even though they're like halfway across the world.
Exactly.
So we've got this stacked batting lineup. We've got a killer bowling attack. We've got the Dubai factor. Are you starting to feel sorry for New Zealand yet?
Well, hold on a second. The AI isn't completely counting New Zealand out just yet. It's definitely recognizing some of their strengths, particularly their ability to handle pressure.
Right.
And, they've got a history of pulling off upsets, especially in these ICC tournaments. Just think back to that 2021 World Test Championship final. They took down India in a real nail-biter.
Oh, yeah.
And the AI is picking up on those sorts of historical trends. It's recognizing New Zealand's potential to really disrupt expectations.
So even though they might be the underdogs, they're not to be underestimated.
Right.
But, I am curious, do you think the AI is really capturing the whole picture here? It's amazing at crunching numbers, but cricket, it's about more than just stats.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. You can have all the data in the world, but, cricket, it's like trying to predict the weather. A sudden gust of wind can change everything.
Right.
There's always that element of unpredictability, these moments of brilliance or disaster that can defy any algorithm.
Yeah, like a freak run out or, maybe a batsman suddenly finds their groove and starts smashing sixes left and right.
Exactly.
I mean, those are the moments that make the sport so exciting to watch.
Precisely, yeah. A sudden collapse, a dropped catch, even the energy of the crowd, it can all shift momentum in an instant. And those are the human factors that AI just can't predict. And that's why, we can't really take these predictions as gospel.
So even though the AI gives us this amazing framework for understanding the matchup, we have to remember that it's not the be-all and end-all. There's always that element of surprise, that human factor that makes cricket so captivating.
Absolutely. And when it comes to those intangibles, New Zealand definitely has a few tricks up their sleeve.
Right.
I mean, let's not forget about Kane Williamson, a captain known for his tactical genius. And then you've got Trent Bolt, a bowler who can just wreak havoc with his swing.
Yeah, I'm starting to see why the AI isn't writing New Zealand off completely. They've got that history of defying the odds, and this final, it could be another chapter in that story.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really interesting clash of styles. India's aggressive, batting up against New Zealand's more strategic, often more contained approach.
Right.
Who's going to prevail? It's the million-dollar question. And I think the AI is just as intrigued as we are to see how it all plays out.
It really does sound like it's going to be an epic battle. But let's go a little deeper here.
Okay.
You know, if the AI is mostly focused on quantifiable data, like player stats, match history, what are some of those intangible factors that it might be missing?
That's a great question. One thing that AI might struggle with is capturing the impact of team dynamics.
Yeah,
How will players respond to the pressure of a big final?
right.
Can they lift each other up in those crucial moments? These are things you just can't quantify on a spreadsheet.
You're right. And, what about the impact of, say, a big moment in the match, maybe a controversial umpiring decision? How a team reacts to that could change the whole course of the game.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Those are the times when a team's character, their resilience, really comes to the forefront. And those are qualities that are really tough for an AI to measure.
It makes you wonder, if you were actually building an AI to predict cricket matches, what kind of data would you even feed it to capture those intangible elements?
It's a fascinating challenge. Maybe you'd have to analyze things like player interviews, body language on the field, even social media sentiment to really get a sense of the team's mental state,
Wow.
how they might handle pressure.
It's like we're stepping into the realm of sports psychology here, trying to get inside the heads of the players. But that's what makes this whole conversation so interesting.
Yeah.
We're exploring not just the predictions themselves, but really the limits of prediction.
Yeah. It really makes you appreciate just how complex this game is and why we're so drawn to it.
Absolutely.
It's not just about numbers, right? It's a battle of wits, a test of nerves, and sometimes, let's face it, it's just pure luck.
And that unpredictable element, that's what keeps us glued to our seats. Even with the AI heavily favoring India, there's still that sense of possibility.
Right.
That chance for New Zealand to pull off something incredible, a real upset.
It's almost like the AI is giving us the blueprint, but the players, they have the power to just rip it up and start over.
Right. They can rewrite the script in real time.
And that's where the real magic happens.
That's a great way to put it. We can have all this data, all this analysis, but in the end, it's the players who decide the outcome.
It's their skill, their passion, their resilience that will determine who lifts that trophy.
Speaking of lifting the trophy, let's bring this back to our listeners for a moment. What are your thoughts on all of this? Do you agree with the AI's predictions?
Yeah, we've talked about India's strengths, New Zealand's potential for an upset, even the limits of AI prediction.
Right.
What stands out to you? What's your gut telling you about this final?
Share your predictions, your insights, even your wildest theories. This is a place for us passionate cricket fans to connect and really engage with the game we love.
Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who wins or loses, we're all here for the love of cricket.
Yeah.
We're here for that thrill of the competition, the drama, the big moments, the shared experience of witnessing history in the making.
Well said. I think that's the perfect note to wrap up our deep dive into this ICC Champions Trophy final.
It really is shaping up to be a special one.
We've explored the AI predictions, dug into the strengths and strategies of both teams, and acknowledged that human element, the thing that makes cricket so much more than just numbers on a screen.
Absolutely.
So whether you're cheering for India, rooting for New Zealand, or just fascinated by this clash of styles, the drama of the unknown, one thing's for sure, we're in for a treat.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
So grab your snacks, settle in, and get ready to witness a battle for the ages. And don't forget to share your thoughts and predictions with us.
We're eager to see how this epic clash unfolds.
Until then, keep that passion for cricket burning bright, and may the best team win.
Cheers to that.